Good morning, my people. My name is Alphonse Foucault. Today, we're going to learn how to test a fuse, and we're going to focus ourselves in the thermal fuse using in the tumble dryer. So, I would like to share with you how to repair the tumble dryer with a fuse problem and the thermos problem. First of all, I would like to explain to you what is a fuse. We have fuse in our appliances, but some people don't quite understand really what is a fuse. I will say to you that the fuse is a protector device used in your appliance to protect your appliance in short circuit. Simple as it is. The fuse is a component where we put in your power supply. If there's a problem in your appliances, the fuse can go cut. If the problem is out of appliance mean like in your electrical problem, the fuse can cut. I'll present to you two type of fuse today, and as you can see here, this is a packet of fuse I have here, and I can show you the fuse. This is a fuse. That's how it look like a fuse. So this is a fuse, and I can show you another one. This is a fuse. This one is currently used in your TV, your radio. That is a fuse, and I can show you a power supply with the fuse in it. This is a power supply with the fuse in it. As you can see here, this is a fuse. So if you have electronic device power supply, you can now know what is a fuse. This is actually a glass blow fuse. So we're going to show you how to test the fuse. To test a fuse is very simple. Like I say, is a component who protect your device. For those who got more eyes, if you check inside this fuse, check inside very well, you're gonna see there's a tiny wire inside the fuse. So for this one, this was 4M fuse. So if the electricity produced more than 4M, that tiny wire inside gonna cut. And when the tiny wire cut, the fuse is bad. And then when the tiny wire cut, if you test your fuse with ohmmeter, you're not gonna have 00 anymore. If you test your fuse with the bars, you're not gonna have a continuity test bars anymore. Let's test this fuse. If this fuse is working, I'm gonna put my multimeter in the continuity test. My meter in continuity test, and then if I have a continuity bars on my meter, meaning the fuse is good. But if I don't have that continuity bars, that means the fuse is damaged. Let's test it. I'm going to put my meter. I've already put it in the continuity test. I put in the one end, and then I put the other one also here. I hope you can see. And then I can have a continuity bars, meaning normally that this fuse is fine. This fuse is working very well. So we now have a fuse is working. Let's do another test in the another similar fuse. If we don't have a continuity test, that means the fuse is bad. Let's see. I'm going to do the same thing on this one. You can see there's no continuity bars on it because the fuse is bad. That was the test of the fuse using the multimeter and continuity test. We can also look at it. If your eye is so good, you can see the tiny wire in the fuse is cut, just like in the globe. There you can say your fuse is bad, and you can go and buy another fuse. The fuse costs maybe like 5 rand. You can buy another fuse and put in your device, and on that case your device will work. But I want to mention this: if the device doesn't work and blow it again, meaning you have a problem inside your device who's causing the short circuit, because the problem inside your device caused the short circuit. That's why the fuse cut. But if the problem was outside the device, let's say from your your power plug from your wall before the fuse cut, the device will work. And that time the device will work. But if you have a problem inside your machine, now you have to go to see a technician, a qualified technician, to diagnose what's wrong with your machine. It could be your television, it could be your microwave, it could be your radio, it could be any electronic appliance will be dotting with the fuse. Like you can see in that power supply I showed early on, we have a fuse here, and this fuse needs to be tested. Okay, now I'm going to show you another similar fuse like this one. This is a fuse. We do the same test as we did on the other one, and we see the continuity. You see the continuity here. If we're going to make a buzz, if it doesn't make a buzz, mean normally that's this is making a buzz. That means this one is fine as well. And then we can do another one, sample, to know there's a buzz. You can hear my multimeter giving you the continuity buzz, meaning that everything is fine. Now, the bonus I'm going to give to you today is to give you a bonus who can allow you to fix your tumble dryer. I say tumble dryer. Now, in your tumble dryer at home, you wash your clothes and then you want to put it in your dryer machine to dry your clothes. And then you realize that when you put your clothes in the dryer machine, you put it on, your dryer machine turn normally, no problem. It turn 30 minutes, even 1 hour, but your clothes is not dry, meaning that the tumble dryer doesn't produce the heat. For you are watching this video, I think this is the bonus, because you know how to identify the heating problem in your tumble dryer. Your tumble dryer got at the back on your tumble dryer, you got what we call thermofuse. Let me show you what is one example of thermofuse. There's a many different of thermofuse, but I can show you this one. And then the thermofuse got two terminal. It got two terminal on it. The thermofuse work almost like normal fuse I showed you earlier. So this thermofuse, the only difference between the normal fuse is that this fuse can cut for the temperature higher temperature on the tumble dryer can cut the fuse. It can also cut because the higher temperature make it actually to make the component himself get bad. So on the first cut is normal. Second one, you need to replace it. So I would like you to know that to test a thermofuse in your dryer machine is the same way as to test the normal fuse. So we take a multimeter, we use the 2 lead. We use the 2 lead here. For this particular one, I replaced it in one machine from my client. So this thermofuse is damaged. And then I just do the test for you, and then you see not gonna give any bars. You see, it's not gonna give any bars. So anyone who's damaged, any thermofuse you find in your dryer who's damaged will not giving you any bars on the continuous test. On the resistor, on the resistor test, it must not give you any 0. If it give you 0, that means it's working. So let me explain to you what is a thermofuse in your dryer. When your dryer doesn't produce any heat, most of cases will be your thermofuse or your thermostat or your heat element himself. The heat element is inside your tumble dryer. This is the one who produces the heat to dry your clothes. And then it produces the heat after receive 220 volts in the 2 terminal of the heat element. And then that heat element, if it's still working, it will produce the heat after receive the 220 volt on this terminal. Now, if it doesn't produce the heat, the easy way to test it is to use your multimeter like this, and then you put it on the resistor test. You put it on resistor test. And then when you put it on resistor test, you're going to use the lead. You're going to use this tested point, you're gonna put it on the lid of those heat element, and then it will produce you a resistor between 15 to 35 ohms or higher 40 ohms, and then you'll know that your heat element is working. Now, so that was one reason which your tumble dryer may not produce the heat. The second reason could be because your thermal fuse, like I show you later and show you how to test the thermal fuse, because your thermal fuse is cut, and then if it's cut, you do the test as we test the fuse, you realize this is cut, you just replace it with a new one, and your machine will be fixed. And the last one, which I'm gonna tell you, is for the washing machine. Is for the dryer which use a thermostat or timer, because it can be the timer, it can be the thermostat who doesn't work. And to test the thermostat is almost a test of continuity as well. So you can see from now, after watching this video, believe you have some knowledge who can allow you to check your tumble dryer who doesn't get heat. Your tumble dryer who doesn't get heat, as I've said, could be of three reasons. If I repeat myself, it could be your heat element who's damaged, it could be your thermal fuse who's cut, it can be your thermostat or timer who's not working. If you are happy with my video, give me a like, subscribe to this video for more technical check, for more technical repair. Subscribe to us. Pick up your phone if you need me. Pick up your phone if you need me to do the installation of your aircon. If you need me to do the installation of your dstv. If you need me to do the maintenance of your dstv. If you need any appliance, you have one number, my number. Send me a message, send me a comment, give me more advice so that I can guide this community who are gonna work hard together with me so that tomorrow we can live like a king. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching.